right, congratulations to Jorge Masvidal tonight. He got the victory over Nate Diaz, which has some controversy behind it. And I think controversy is too much going on in combat sports, but let's talk about it. We back. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. And yeah, it ended on cuts. The doctor stopped it after 3. Let's talk about the fight. First round, Jorge came out smoking. All right, he came out and doing what he had to do, in my opinion. He dropped Diaz, got him on the ground. He took advantage of it somehow, but Diaz is real cagey. He used his feet to pretty much keep Jorge at bay. And you know, Diaz is just real cagey, but Jorge Masvidal was just, you know, just too young, too spry. And Diaz just got a lot of scar tissue on his face, and the cut opened up real early in the fight. And Diaz said like he was dealing with an injury, which he couldn't run in camp, but run like he wanted to. He said in the post-fight little reaction that he was waiting till the 4th and 5th round to pick up, and that's his MO. He's a marathon runner. He ain't a sprinter. You know what I'm saying? He ain't Usain Bolt. He wanted to get his on the back end, but one thing he miscalculated was that when he got that cut, he in New York. Now, New York, not so long ago, just let the UFC have their first fight there. And they have a ton of boxing matches there. And, you know, one of the top dogs in boxing, Al Heyman, helped the UFC get sanctioned to fight in New York. And, you know, they had some deaths in New York before. They had some, you know, some medical issues and stuff of that nature in the boxing world. So New York is real quick to stop fights on cuts and stuff of that nature. And they prematurely stopped Nate Diaz's cut. But in my opinion, Jorge Masvidal was dominating the fight for the most part. It was competitive, but I just thought he was up in the fight. He was hurting Diaz to the body, and it just looked like he was going to cruise to a victory, but you can never sleep on the West Coast G, Nate Diaz. And we know that he turns up in the 4th or 5th round, and those was 2 critical rounds for him. But I felt that Jorge was up, and I thought he was going to kind of get a victory. It might not have been easy, but, you know, New York State Athletics snatched the fight from us with the stoppage of the cuts. But you got to understand where you was at. They said if this fight was in Vegas, it never would have been stopped. And I agree. Vegas and California, Nevada State Athletic Commission, and California State Athletic Commission is really used to UFC fights. New York, this is probably like their second UFC fight or whatever the situation may be. So I felt like Gamebred was winning the fight. But in the Hurt game, anything could have happened. Diaz hit him with a lot of good shots. He stunned Jorge Masvidal a few times. Masvidal got him on the canvas, hit him a few shots. And it was a lot of testosterone, a lot of bravado, a lot of swagger in the ring. The ring walkouts was dope. But I felt that I wish New York would have let it keep going on. But I felt like Jorge was just going to win the fight, in my opinion. So Nate Diaz said let him heal up, and they'll run it back. You know, I'm pretty sure they will run it back for the baddest motherfucking belt. They now selling the replicas on UFC.com. So Dana White is good at pretty much profiting off everything, man. So, you know, a lot of people saying that Jorge is the best boxer in the UFC, and he proved tonight that he can box. He proved tonight that he could take a punch. He proved tonight that he a bad motherfucker too. But I don't think he envisioned the fight ending on cuts. Not like this. I don't think anybody did, but I definitely want to see it again. UFC 244 was dope. Shout out to the Wonder Boy, man. I like the way he fight. You know, that dude was fighting with a nice little rhythm, and the dude he was fighting was real tough. You know what I'm saying? He was taking some to get some, man, and that was my favorite fight of the night, other than the main event. No, Wonder Boy was getting it in, bro. I'm a huge fan of his, man. Like the way he was boxing, like the way he took some punches, like the way his opponent took some punches. He was kicking. I look forward to looking at his career. I know he just came off a loss or something, but I hope he don't retire because he still got it, man, in my opinion. But UFC put a hell of a card on again. I hope they do run it back, man. I definitely pay for that. But hey, let me know what you guys thought about UFC 244. Unfortunately, New York snatched it away from us. But hey, fighter safety is at a premium. We had a few deaths in the boxing world. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you got business, question, inquiry, sponsorship, video requests. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation? That link's in the description as well. Best way to donate is share the video. Check out our MMA playlist for more videos like this. Y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. Goodfella Sports TV. Shout out to the Dana White and UFC 244. Super dope night. We gone.